Welcome to Resorts Tutorial, another of our modules that give you a different way to make your stays and your vacations. So once you go into the resorts, the bookings or the searches are making on a different way. We start by the region that you want to visit. So let's say we stay in Europe, and you have here Africa, Asia, of course, all the regions that have amazing resorts. And let's stay by Europe, and then we go on the destination, and you see that you can go by country, and in some countries you have specific areas. So as an example, I will take Costa del Sol in Spain, and here we go for the dates that we want to make our vacation, and we want to select a day. On the day flexibility, I will choose 7 or 14 days. This means that the platform will look for deals in resorts up to 7 days before or after the day that I choose here on the check-in. But then we will be able to, of course, choose the specific dates. So on this example, I will just leave it as 7 days and I will click on search. Now the platform is going to show me in Costa del Sol how many of these resorts we will have to make, to search and to apply the reservation. So here on this, for this time that I'm searching, we have these options available. Here is the average price per night, the total price, of course, the credits and the loyalty points. I will go for these and I click on view dates, and now I will have the options, of course, to see the pictures of the resort, informations about the resort, what room it is. So this price right here, 882, we have two options here that basically what change is the date. We can choose the week from 17 to 24 of June or 24 until 1st of July 2023 on this option. But this is a stay that it's a 1-bedroom apartment, so it will have a dining room, a kitchen, and a bedroom, and of course a toilet. And this is a 1-bedroom that they accept up to 4 people. So if you divide this by person, it's really a low price, and of course the credits that you will earn and the loyalty points that you can apply. Important information too is the resort info. So this is the amenities that you will find on the resort and the activities that are available there. So golf course, golf court, safari, scuba diving, close to shopping, theme parks, water parks. This is everything that you see, and here you can see if it's inside the resort, if it's off the resort or close to the resort. So this is also important information too. Another information, what's the closest airport that you have from the resort. And again, important information because they may be some mandatory fees that you have to pay once you arrive in the room, and they are explained here on these mandatory fees. So make sure you check these before you do the reservation to not have any extra surprise there. And again, documentation and so on that you will need to show once you arrived at the place. So for this example, this is how it works for the, let's say, this example that are here. Okay, the checkout is pretty much like all the types of rooms. Even if it's an apartment that it's up to 4 people, you only need to have one person to have the reservation in the name of that person. Now let's look into a totally different example. We go to Mexico, to Cancun, and let's keep the same dates, and we are going to search. Well, here you will see that we have a lot of really low price resorts. But as you can see here on the left, we already have one filter that says all inclusive only. So there are a lot of resorts that are all inclusive mandatory. So it means that the only way for you to go there is with all inclusive. But the price that we see here is not all inclusive. So these options are like 4 days, so 3 nights. So you have here a lot of options that you can choose of all these resorts that we have here, amazing ones, of course. But as you can see here, it says all inclusive. So, okay, let's go and click on view dates. And again, it works like the previous example that I show you. You see the pictures of the resort, details, and here you see how many different dates we have for the rooms. But important information here, apart from the resort activities and so on, is the important information on the fees. And because it's all-inclusive mandatory resort, it means that you always have to pay the all-inclusive fees once you arrive into the hotel, into the resort. So here are the mandatories, here are the fees for the all-inclusive that are explained here, okay, then all the information. So this is all the information that you have from the room. And again, we just have to click here to book now. Again, this is the information. See, it's an all-inclusive mandatory. So this is different from the example that I showed you before. And of course, the price that you are paying here doesn't include the mandatory of all-inclusive fees. So again, they are explained here. You see here they explaining how much you will pay once you arrive there, all the information that you have about the resort. And again, it's you need to click here to confirm that you understand these options. And this is also a really important information. Don't forget to book and to complete your reservation. And again, you can also apply your loyalty points and your travel credits available. And for my example, this I will pay right now, and then I will have to pay the extra fees once I arrive into the resort for the all-inclusives. Again, if you have any specific questions about this information, don't forget, we have here our help support, and you just have to click here on travel help, or even on the facts, the frequently asked questions, and you will find a lot of this information, or ask our support for any additional information to complete your reservation.